Hello everyone, welcome to the course Computer Networks. This is Parvathi, Assistant Professor, Department of CSIT, MLR Institute of Technology. In today's session, we are going to discussing about what is PSTN, that is Public Switch Telephone Network, and next we will be discussing about a mobile telephone system, that is MTS. These two topics we are going to discussing in today's session. First, let us see the overview of today's session. We are going to discussing about what is PSTN, that is Public Switch Telephone Network, that is we will be discussing in today. And next we are discussing about what is Mobile Telephone System, that is MTS. These two topics we are going to discuss in today's session, and we will be discussing about what are the different generations are there in mobile telephone system. Those are all going to discuss in today's session. First we will see what is PSTN, that is Public Switch Telephone Network, that is PSTN. So it is a combination of interconnected network of telephone lines. It is a combination of telephone lines. Those can be owned by, that may be governments as well as the commercial organizations. The owner of these telephone lines, that may be governments as well as the commercial organization. This PSTN mainly designed many years ago. This PSTN is used many years ago. The main goal of this PSTN is for transferring the human voice into the recognizable form. That is the main aim of the PSTN, that is Public Switch Telephone Network. And how exactly this PSTN work in real time? So, in previous years ago, we will see that landline telephone connection. In landlines, we are going to use this PSTN network. That is, PSTN is a wired communication. It is a wired communication. Coming to MTS, that is the wireless communication. So, this is the picture of the PSTN, how exactly it is worked in the landline communications. So, in every home, we are having the landline phones. These are the phones. These are nothing but the home network. This is the home station. This home station is connected to the main station, that is the MS, that is the main station. This main station is connected to the base station. This main station is connected to the bridge station. Bridge station are the registration, that is RS, that is the switch office. And this is the center one. This is the center one. This is the sending process. Here is the sender. How the data is transferring from sender to the receiver. So, from home to the main station to base station, from base stations to the center station. This RS is having the number of bridges, that is the bridge stations. So, this is the center. So, the receiver also, here is the receiver home station. This receiver is connected to the, again it is also connected to the main station. This main station is also having connected to the base station. This is the base station. So, this is the base station. It is connected to the base station. How the data is going to be transferred from the sender to the receiver, like this. So, sender is connected to this home station to main station to base station, like the data is going to be transferred. So, how it is connected here? This is the PSTN, right? So, this is the home station. It is the terminal is nothing but the main station. This is the main station. So, here also, see here if it is the receiver, if it is the sender. So, here is the main station of the sender. This is the main station. Here is the main station of the receiver. This is the terminal. And next, it is going to be connected to the switch, right? This is nothing but the base station. This is the base station. This is the central office, and it is going to be connected to the tandem office. This is the red station or the bridge station. Like this, it is going to be connected. This is the RS or BS, tandem office. There is a inter office is there in between the one base station. So, another base station means one main station is having the number of home stations, one base station is having the number of main stations. Like this, it is going to be connected landline mobile phones. That is about the PSTN. How this PSTN works? See here. So, this is the telephone, right? This is the home station. It is connected to the end office, that is the main station. So, in between telephone to end office, here is the local loop is there. This local loop is mainly for, it is a analog twisted pairs. Here we are going to use analog twisted pair cables, and it is going to be in houses and business. We are going to use these cables. That is the telephone to end office. And next one is the trunks. Where we are using trunks here? Here is the trunk. For connecting the end office to toll office means from base station to the home station, we are connecting to the trunks. This here we are going to use the fiber optic cables. For connecting the switching office, we are going to use these trunks. And switching office, here is the switching office is there. See how it is used. So, where the calls are moved from one trunk to another trunk. From here to here we are traveling, right? That we are going to use the switching office. That is the main center office. It is the intermediate switching office. It is having the very high bandwidth intro trunks are there. So same, this is the receiver. This receiver also connected to the end office and it is connected to the toll office. Like this. This is the sending process. This is the receiving process. So this is about the PSTN. And next is this PSTN. So it is also known as the plain old telephone service. It is called as the POTS, plain old telephone service, and it has evolved from the invention of the telephone by the Alexander Graham Bell. It is invented by Alexander Graham Bell, and the individual networks that can be owned by the either it may be national government, regional government, or private telephone operators. This can be owned by this all. And the main objective of these PSTN is nothing but transferring the human voice into the recognizable form. That is about the PSTN. And this PSTN, it is an aggregation of the circuit switch network of the world. At the same time, this PSTN entirely having the analog network with copper cables and switches. The PSTN mainly talking about the analog signals, analog data. And next, presently, the most of this PSTN network is digitized and comprises of the wide variety of the communicating devices. Mainly, this present PSTN is a comprises of the having the copper telephone lines, fiber optic cables, communication satellites, microwave communications, all are connected with the PSTN. So here, this interconnection between the different parts of these telephone system that can be done by the switching centers. Whatever the connection between this one telephone to another telephone, one telephone to other telephone, this communication mainly done by the switching office. This is the switching office. Switching office. And this allows the multiple telephones and cellular networks to the communicate with each other. That is about the switching center. And next, these present telephone systems, those are can be tightly coupled with the wide area networks, and it is used for the both data and voice communication. That is the PSTN, present PSTN. The operations of these PSTN networks mainly follows the ITU-T standards. This is all about the PSTN, public switch telephone network. And next we will discuss about what is mobile telephone system, MTS. So this mobile system mainly for wide area for voice and data communication. For communicating the voice and data, we are going to use the mobile telephone system. This mobile telephone system is having the different generations. So nowadays everyone is using mobile phone, right? How the communication is starting, that is first generation, second generation, third generation mobile phone system. Next one is the 4G, and now we are in 5G communication. That is mobile telephone system is having the different generation. First we will see first generation mobile phones. How the first generation mobile phones are there. This 1G communication mainly introduced in the Japan in 1979 by Nippon Telegraph and Telephone. That is NTT. And next, this after 1979, it is in 1981, this NMT, that is Nordic Mobile Phone Telephone, that was launched in European countries. And afterwards, after 1981, next in 1983, it is launched in USA. That is Ameritech launched this 1G mobile phones, that is using the Motorola mobile phones. This is the generation of the 1G mobile phone. And this mainly talking about the 1G is mainly talking about the analog data. Mobile telephone mainly for wireless communication. These all are the wireless communication. Previously we discussed the PSTN, right? That is about the wired communication. This is wireless. So here this for transferring the wireless, that is analog voice, this 1G system is used. In this 1G system we are having the single large transmitter. For it is having the single channel for both receiving and sending the data. So it is having only one transmitter, that is the for sending and receiving the data. This is the one transmitter is there. That is the transferring analog voice. That is 1G mobile phone. So if the user wants to talk using this single large transmitter, how the user wants to talk? First he has to push the button. Then it is able to the transmitter and then disable the receiver. That systems is nothing but the push talk systems. So where they were installed late in 1950s. Till 1950s, we used these push talk systems only. Afterwards, we used IMTS in 1960s. That is improved mobile telephone system that was installed in 1960s. What is the main use of this IMTS is that is mainly for high power transmitter on the top of wheel, but it has two frequencies. One frequency is for the sending and another frequency for the receiving of the data. So this push to talk is button previously we used it, that is no longer also needed. That is the disadvantages of push to talk systems. This is about the first generation. So first generation is talking about the analog communication, that is the analog voice communication. This is about the analog voice communication. So mainly for transferring the data. That is the 1G mobile phone. And next one is the 2G mobile phones, where exactly the second generation communications. So previously we used analog voice, right? Here it is changed to the analog to digital voice. The first generation mobile phone for the analog and the second generation for the digital communication. It is mainly launched in 1991 as a GSM standard in Finland. GSM is nothing but the Global System for Mobile Communication. This is the digital communication. So it enables the new services. Mainly it is talking about the text message. In previous there is no text message. In 1G there is no text message. But in 2G we are having the text messaging also. It is the digital communication. So at the same time the several systems are developed and deployed. It is the dominant of the 2G system. What are the main advantages of this 2G over the 1G? See here, it allows voice signals that to be digitized and compressed. So previously it is analog, now it is going to be digitized. At the same time, they are more efficient on frequency spectrum than the 1G signals. So at the same time, this can be introduced the data services for the mobile in the form of SMS and text messaging. So previously there is no text messaging. In 2G it is having the text messaging. At the same time, data and voice signals are digitally encrypted. There is no encryption in previous 1G. So in 2G it is having the digitally encrypted. At the same time, digital signals are consuming the less battery power. These are the advantages of the 2G mobile phones. And coming to the next generation, that is the third generation mobile phones. How it is changed from the 2G to the 3G. See, previously in 1G, it is having the analog voice. And coming to the 2G, it is having the text messaging using the GSM. Text messaging, this is the digital. It is digital at the same time GSM mobile signal. So that is about the 2G. And coming to the 3G, in these two generations, we did not introduce the internet. So here we use internet connection. Here we are going to use the internet connection, that is the 3G generation. At the same time, digital voice and data, that is the first generation was analog voice and the second generation is the digital, right? Coming to the third generation, it is talking about the digital voice and data. At the same time, this 3G internet for the mobile phones, it is a set of standards for the wireless mobile communication systems. At the same time, it promises to the delivery of the quality multimedia services. It is talking about the SMS. Means text messaging. 3G is talking about the MMS, that is multimedia services, along with the high quality voice and transmission. This 3G mobile telephone is all about the providing the wireless bandwidth to keep the future users happy. We are going to use the third generation mobile phones. What are the main features of these 3G mobile phones are it provides the high speed transmission, having the data transfer rate more than the 0.2 Mbps megabits per second. It is having the high speed. At the same time, global roaming services are available in this 3G, that is both voice and data. So it is having the advanced multimedia access, that are playing the music, viewing the videos, telephone services, all are coming into the 3G mobile phones. And it is also provide the all advanced internet services like surfing the web pages with audio and video. We are going to use the third generation mobile phones. This is about the third generation mobile phones. Coming to the fourth generation mobile phones. What is fourth generation mobile phone? So previously it is having the third generation, it is having the internet access. But coming to here, it is having the broadband internet access connected to the multiple users with the digital voice and data. It is having the fourth generation mobile phone. Mainly, it is also accessing the internet along with the digital voice and digital data. So, it is more faster compared to the 3G. It is more faster than the 3G phones. These 4G phones are capable to work like as a computer. These 4G phones mainly having the cloud services also. So even after all decades, remote areas where the 3G network not available, there we can use the 4G network. It is also providing the IP based cellular communications. That means internet protocol based cellular communication comes under the 4G mobile phones. And what are the main features of these 4G mobile phones are, it provides the all IP packet switch network for transferring the voice and data signals and multimedia. We are going to use the 4G mobile phones. And the main aim of this, high quality interrupt services to any location anytime. So there is no interruption of the services. At the same time, it is providing the high quality compared to the 3G. It is having the high quality data, high quality services. We can log into, means we can go through this 4G location at any place. We can log in through the 4G. That is the having the high speed also when compared to the 4G. When compared to the 3G, it is having the high speed also. These are the main advantages compared to the 3G to 4G. And next one is the 5th generation mobile phones. Where exactly we are using 5th generation mobile phones? It is a super fast. Compared to the 3G and 4G, it is a super fast. More than 4G, it is the super fast. The 5th generation mobile phones are mainly having the super fast connectivity. And it is providing the superior performance with low latency. Means it is having the when compared to the performance wise, compared to the 4G, it is having the better performance. That is 4G. The same thing, you will be able to connect more devices than the 4G. So connecting the connectivity means how many devices connecting to the 4G, compared to 4G, it is having the connecting more devices also more than 4G. As 4G network is not available all the places, but 5G we can use at any place. Perfect level we are going to use this 5G mobile phone. See this picture here, it is having the generations like 1G, 2G, 3G. This type of phones in the previous old movies, we can see this type of telephones, that is a 1G. Coming from 1G to 2G, it is having only text messages, that is SMS. Text messages can be done using this. This is only analog voice. This is only analog voice. This is for next one is a text message, that is SMS. And coming to here 3G phone, from 2G to 3G, it is we are going to use MMS, multimedia services having the internet connection. That is a 3G phone. And coming to 3G to 4G, the speed is very high. At the same time, we are providing different services like voice and data. Those all can be changed from 3G to 4G. From 4G to 5G, it is having the connectivity is also very fast, super fast connection. At the same time, performance also very good. Wherever we can, we want to use the internet connection, we can use 5G network. Where at any place we can use. That is about the 5G network. And let us see the summary. In today's session, we discussed about public switch telephone network, that is PSTN. And next we discussed what is mobile telephone system, that is MTS. What are the different generations are there, like 1G, 2G, 3G, 3rd generation, 4th generation and 5th generation. These all can be discussed in MTS. These all we discussed in today's session. Thank you.